What if your pantry could feed your family for decades without a fridge, freezer, or fancy packaging? The Amish have been doing exactly that for generations. With simple ingredients and time-tested methods, they've mastered the art of stockpiling food that lasts, really lasts. From honey that never spoils to spices that improve with age, these foods don't just survive, they thrive. In this video, we'll explore 20 powerful, practical, and surprisingly long-lasting staples the Amish rely on. Foods so durable, they might just outlive your car, your smartphone, and maybe even your mortgage. Let's take a look inside an Amish pantry and uncover the secrets of food that never expires. Canned fruit. The Amish capture summer's peak sweetness in jars, turning fresh fruit into winter comfort food. While we rush to finish produce before it spoils, they preserve peaches, pears, cherries, plums, anything ripe enough to sing on the taste buds, yet firm for canning. Properly processed, their fruit keeps up to 5 years. A 2019 peach still tastes like it was picked yesterday. Unlike commercial brands that drown fruit in syrup, the Amish add only enough sugar or even honey to highlight natural flavor. Each sterilized jar is stored in cool, dark pantries and inspected often. One bad seal can ruin months of work. When the seal holds, those jars become ready-to-use gems for pies, cobblers, or straight-from-the-jar snacks. Canning is also a community event. Neighbors gather with crates of peaches and spare hands, turning hard work into a shared celebration. Through this tradition, they bottle sunlight and fellowship, serving August flavors at December tables. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is a long-lasting kitchen essential in Amish households, valued far beyond trendy health fads. Long before social media hyped it, the Amish were storing and using coconut oil for its unmatched versatility and shelf life. While most oils go rancid quickly, coconut oil can last 2 to 5 years, and some Amish families claim it stays fresh even longer when stored properly in airtight glass containers away from heat and light. Its high saturated fat content makes it incredibly stable. But this oil isn't just for cooking. The Amish use it to grease pans, make homemade soap, fix squeaky hinges, and even as a makeshift candle. It's a beauty product, tool, and emergency supply all in one. They often keep 2 jars, one in the kitchen for food, the other for everything else. Stored in a cool, dark place, coconut oil solidifies below 76 degrees Fahrenheit and liquefies above, making it a reliable staple that adapts to its environment while staying useful for nearly any household task. Canned meat. The Amish have mastered preserving meat without using a single volt of electricity. While most people stress about meat being left out for hours, the Amish are confidently pulling canned beef, chicken, or pork off their shelves, even after a year. This isn't the mystery meat from grocery stores. Amish canned meat is fresh, perfectly portioned, and pressure cooked to last 3 to 5 years. The process makes the meat fall apart tender, like it's been slow cooked for hours. Only the work was done months ago. They only use the freshest cuts, packed raw into clean jars, then pressure canned and stored in cool, dark places. As long as the seal is good, the meat stays safe, flavorful, and ready to eat. No fridge or freezer required. Sugar. Sugar is like the immortal of the pantry. It never goes bad. The Amish have stocked it for generations, knowing it lasts longer than most family feuds. It was once so valuable, people even used it as money. Imagine paying rent with a bag of sugar. The Amish don't just use it for coffee. It's their go-to for preserving fruits. Got extra strawberries or soft peaches? Just add sugar. It saves the day and makes everything taste better. The best part? Sugar preserves itself. Keep it dry, and it'll stay good for generations. Moisture is its only enemy. It turns sugar into a hard brick. That's why the Amish store it in airtight containers, cool and dry. No fancy gear needed, just simple, smart storage. Cornmeal. The Amish treat cornmeal as a pantry MVP. Properly sealed, bone dry in glass jars, food-grade buckets or vacuum bags, and stored cool, it can stay usable for decades. This humble ground corn becomes breakfast mush, cornbread, chicken breading, even a crispy pizza base, proving its versatility at every meal. Historically, Native Americans first milled corn, European settlers adopted it, and the Amish kept it central to their simple, self-reliant cooking. For daily flavor, many families favor stone-ground cornmeal, rich in natural oils but shorter-lived. For long-term reserves, they choose degerminated cornmeal, which trades a bit of nutrition for exceptional shelf life. In short, cornmeal is the Amish answer to a reliable, ever-ready staple. Loose tea. The Amish turn plain tea leaves into a long-lasting comfort stash. Loose tea, properly sealed in airtight glass or ceramic jars, can stay fresh 2 to 5 years, sometimes more, maturing like good wine. They grow peppermint, chamomile, and robust black tea, and buy what they can't raise, labeling each jar with type and date. Stored away from light, heat, moisture, and strong odors, their teas become a pantry medicine chest and morale booster. Tea was once used as currency in the 1800s, a fact the Amish haven't forgotten, so they guard their supply like savings for lean times and unexpected illness. A morning cup of black tea energizes, peppermint settles full stomachs, and chamomile calms restless nights, turning a simple beverage into everyday therapy for the whole extended family. Canned tomatoes. The Amish turn simple tomatoes into year-round sunshine by canning them at the peak of ripeness. While others buy pricey store cans, the Amish preserve their summer harvest in jars, keeping fresh flavor alive through winter. In Amish kitchens, canned tomatoes are essential, used in soups, stews, sauces, and more. Their method is simple but effective. Wash, prep, and pack ripe tomatoes into clean jars with a bit of lemon juice. It's a tradition passed down for generations. Stored in cool, dark places, these jars can last 3 to 5 years. Plus, canned tomatoes get healthier over time. Lycopene levels actually increase. No wonder they never last long on Amish shelves. Fruit. The Amish have been drying fruit for generations. No fancy machines, no added sugar, just sunlight. Got extra apples, peaches, or berries? Instead of letting them rot, the Amish slice them, lay them out on racks, and let the sun slowly dry them. This pulls out the moisture and locks in flavor and nutrients, like nature's candy. They make chewy apple rings, sweet apricots, and berry snacks better than anything in stores. But it has to be fully dry, leather wallet dry, or mold will sneak in. Once dried, store in a cool, dark place in airtight containers. No fridge, no preservatives, just simple, healthy snacks that last for months. Jerky. The Amish have perfected a way to turn fresh meat into a long-lasting protein snack that beats anything you'll find at a gas station. Forget the overpriced, rubbery jerky at the store. The Amish make their own jerky that's not only tastier, but also lasts longer and is made from ingredients you can actually recognize. They don't limit themselves to beef either. Venison from hunting, turkey, and even fish all get the jerky treatment. It's like their own homemade dried meat shop, full of variety and tradition. Each family has its own secret spice blend, passed down for generations. Some keep it simple with salt and pepper, others add garlic, maple syrup, or more. The process is all about balance. They choose lean cuts because fat spoils quickly, then slice the meat just right, not too thick or thin. After soaking in their family spice mix, the meat is dried slowly until it's chewy but not tough. Storage is where the Amish jerky really shines. Once dried properly, it can last for months or even years without a fridge. They store it in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags in cool, dark places. Some even wrap it in brown paper to keep moisture at bay. The result? A protein-rich, mess-free snack that's perfect for lunchboxes, long workdays, or on-the-go meals. It's like carrying a little steak in your pocket. No cooking, no cleanup, just pure energy. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is the Amish go-to for preserving food, and just about everything else. It's been around long before fridges and earns its spot as a pantry staple. Already fermented, it doesn't spoil. It actually improves with age. The Amish use ACV for pickling veggies, cleaning surfaces, and even as a natural remedy. It's stored in glass or ceramic containers in cool, dark places. No fridge needed. Just keep it sealed, and it'll last for years. They make it the traditional way, with the mother, that cloudy stuff full of good bacteria. It may look odd, but it's a sign your vinegar is alive and ready to do its job. Beans. Beans are in it for the long haul. The Amish have known for generations that these protein-packed powerhouses can last almost forever. In fact, dried beans found in old Amish homes were still good after 50 years, older than most people's parents. The secret? Airtight containers stored in cool, dry places. No fridge needed, just simple, smart storage. And beans are total transformers, hard and dry in the pantry, but after an overnight soak, they become soft, flavorful, and ready for anything. Soups, stews, salads, or classic Amish meals with salt pork. As the Amish say, a pantry without beans is like winter without a coat. You might get by, but why risk it? Canned soup. The Amish transform simple everyday ingredients into hearty, shelf-stable soups that can last 3 to 5 years. Unlike store-bought cans or freezer leftovers, their soups are made with homemade bone broth, fresh vegetables from their gardens, and preserved meats or beans. Each batch is carefully pressure canned in sterilized jars and stored in cool, dark spaces. Soup making for the Amish is both nourishment and preparation, used as a form of preventive care for cold seasons or days when cooking isn't possible. Some families even portion their jars for easy single-meal servings. With every jar, they preserve not just food, but comfort, tradition, and self-reliance. It's a delicious, ready-made meal packed with real ingredients and real love. Honey. Let's dive into honey, the eternal survivor of the food world. When archaeologists opened ancient Egyptian tombs, they found something amazing: jars of honey that were still perfectly edible after thousands of years. Makes those best buy dates on store-bought honey seem pretty silly, doesn't it? So what makes honey such a food superhero? Bacteria need water to grow, but honey has very little water and a lot of sugar. That combo makes it nearly impossible for bacteria to survive, like trying to set up camp in a desert. Plus, honey contains natural preservatives that add another layer of protection. The Amish figured out honey's powers generations ago. In their communities, it's not just for sweetening tea. They mix it into bread dough, use it for sore throats, and even add it to homemade lotions. While we're reaching for different products, they're solving multiple problems with just one. But even honey has a weakness: heat. If you leave it somewhere warm, it can turn into a sticky mess. Store it in a cool, dark place, and it'll last longer than those forgotten gift cards in your drawer. And here's a tip. If your honey turns grainy or solid, that's crystallizing, don't toss it. Just place the jar in warm water for a while, and it'll return to its smooth state, like a little spa treatment for your honey. Pickled vegetables. When the Amish get their hands on vegetables, pickling becomes an art form. While most people stop at cucumbers, the Amish will pickle nearly anything from the garden: green beans, carrots, cauliflower, even beets. Their pickled vegetables aren't just toppings. They're pantry staples with flavor and crunch that rival snacks. Properly sealed, these jars can last for years, developing richer tastes over time, while your fresh produce spoils in the fridge. Each family has a secret pickling brine, often passed down like an heirloom: blends of vinegar, salt, and spices like dill, mustard seeds, celery seeds, garlic, and even hot peppers. These jars are stored in cool, dark places, labeled with care, and stacked like edible architecture. Beyond preservation, the Amish are preserving the essence of summer: bright colors, fresh herb kicks, and garden-fresh snap, all locked in jars. Open one in the middle of winter, and it's like getting a crisp handshake from July right when you need it most. Salt. There's another time-tested hero in the kitchen: salt. People have used it to keep food fresh since long before electricity, and its role hasn't changed. While most of us sprinkle it on fries, the Amish use salt to stock their pantries year-round. Salt isn't just for flavor, it's food's bodyguard. When you coat meat or veggies with it, bacteria can't grow. It's like putting up a no vacancy sign. For every pound of meat, you'll need about half a cup of salt. Too little, and bacteria win. Too much, and you'll be chugging water like a camel. The Amish have mastered this balance, preserving everything from pork to green beans. Salt doesn't spoil, doesn't need special storage. Just keep it dry. The Amish store it in wooden or ceramic containers, away from moisture. They use canning and pickling salt, which is pure sodium chloride, no additives. Table salt's anti-caking agents can cloud your brine or even change the color of your veggies. Powdered milk. Living without a fridge might seem impossible for dairy lovers, but the Amish rely on a clever solution: powdered milk. For them, it's not just a backup, it's a pantry essential. Think of it as shelf-stable milk with a decades-long shelf life, up to 20 years when stored properly. While most people only use it in emergencies or for camping, the Amish treat powdered milk like a kitchen multi-tool. They use it for baking, yogurt making, creamy soups, and even enhancing bread dough. It's like having dairy on demand, no cow required. Storage is key. The Amish transfer powdered milk into airtight containers, glass jars, food-grade buckets, or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. They keep it in cool, dark places, away from heat and moisture, to preserve its quality for years. To make it taste better, the Amish mix it with cold water and let it sit overnight in the fridge. Some even blend it with fresh milk to stretch supplies, while keeping the flavor rich and smooth. Wheat berries. Wheat berries are like tiny time capsules. They've been found in Egyptian tombs, still able to sprout after thousands of years. The Amish treat them like essentials, and for good reason. These kernels are the original whole grain, packed with fiber, protein, and nutrients. They grind wheat berries into fresh flour, making bread that's far more nutritious than store-bought loaves. But storing them takes care. Think of them as the divas of the pantry. They need a cool, dark place and an airtight container. Even a little moisture can ruin the whole batch. The Amish store them in food-grade buckets with oxygen absorbers for extra protection. Done right, wheat berries can last for decades. Start small. Use airtight, food-safe containers in a dry, cool space. Add oxygen absorbers if you want, and you'll have a long-lasting, nutritious food supply. Whole spices. The Amish have a secret weapon in food preservation: their smart way of storing spices. While most of us wonder if our old spices are still good, the Amish keep whole spices that can last up to 4 years, and some, like cinnamon, even improve over time. Their spice game is serious, stored in airtight glass containers, away from light, heat, and moisture, treated like treasures. They mostly buy whole spices and grind them fresh, keeping flavor intact for longer. From enhancing honey with cinnamon to flavoring pickled veggies and teas, these spices are used in everything. A pinch here, a dash there, and simple meals become rich, flavorful dishes. It's like magic in a jar. Oats. Oats have been a trusted breakfast food in Amish homes for generations. Unlike trendy cereals, oats offer serious staying power. When stored properly in airtight containers like food-grade buckets, glass jars, or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, they can last up to 20 to 30 years. That's decades of nutritious meals without worry of spoilage. Moisture is the real enemy here, so the Amish take great care to seal their oats tightly and store them in cool, dry places. Nutritionally, oats are a powerhouse, rich in fiber, protein, and heart-friendly beta-glucan, and their versatility is unmatched. The Amish use oats in everything from slow-cooked oatmeal to hearty breads, cookies, and even livestock feed. Toasting oats before cooking enhances their nutty flavor, while grinding them into flour makes for wholesome baking. In Amish kitchens, oats are more than just a grain. They're a reliable, healthy staple that fuels generations and stands the test of time. Rice. Rice is the quiet hero of the pantry, and the Amish stock it like they're prepping for a never-ending buffet. Why? Because rice is incredibly durable, like the cockroach of the food world, in the best way. Properly stored white rice can last over 25 years. That's longer than some cars. While we stress over expiration dates, rice just sits in its container, unfazed by time. The Amish store it simply: airtight containers, cool and dry spot, no moisture allowed. No need for expensive gear, just smart basics. White rice lasts so long because it has no oils or moisture. Nothing for mold or rancidity to cling to. Brown rice may be healthier, but it spoils faster. Sometimes simple wins. The Amish use rice like a kitchen multi-tool. Pair it with beans, leftovers, or garden veggies. It's always ready to turn anything into a hearty meal without stealing the spotlight. And there you have it, 20 tried and true Amish food preservation staples that could probably outlast those forever diamonds they keep advertising. From honey that never spoils to spices that get better with age, these aren't just survival foods. They're a way of honoring tradition while staying ready for whatever comes next. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think that 100-year-old honey just winked at me from the pantry.